Well, welcome back to Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. I've had a bitch of a time trying to get this video recorded. So, you know what, it's a long story. Let's just ignore that for now. Anyway, because I used the wing to get out of here, I didn't actually see this first bit of exposition that we were supposed to see once we left the dungeon. For real this time. So this is still here, as always. Not really anything too important, it's just like showing, hey, Fina's gotten back up and now she's walking around again. Main reason I wanted to come back here is to reload the dialogue and show us that, hey, Jibba over here will actually start to read our books for us after she learns that Sarah's dead. I don't that suck. Oh well. I guess not too big a deal. Now if we find Fina, she's just staring of the water. Not really much reason for her to be doing that, but hey, she's doing it nonetheless. Right, so get out of my way, chickens. So, got all that done. I think now it's about as good a time as any to take on the side quest. So I think I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, there's a side quest in here. I knocked over mic stand. Nice. Just a little, though. Anyway, this side quest isn't actually, like, mandatory for anything. It's just, like, basically lets you see some extra dialogue and all that jazz. And it gives you an achievement if you play this on the Steam version, which, of course, I'm doing, but I've already got the achievement, so whatever. Anyway, basically, I had to talk to Bluto and Ayla in order to trigger the side quest to happen. It's not a particularly involved quest or anything either, so yeah, this is like all too much walking for you, and don't worry about it. It's just a little bit of extra for those of you willing to look for it. So here we are back on the plains, and yeah, the next part of the side quest is a little more simple. Basically, if we head on to this screen, somewhere around here, we should be hearing that noise. Yeah, that's our cue that something's wrong. Head on over here. We will... Oh, there he is. Yeah, we will see Uta being attacked by a goblin boy. Yeah, that's basically the entire side quest. It's just a little bit of exposition, and honestly not super important exposition. It's just kind of there. Right, so, I'm kind of getting sick of walking, so I'm just going to reload a file from a failed attempt. That brings us back to Abandoned Mines with everything we've done so far, all intact, and yeah. So, Abandoned Mines, if you didn't realize, it's here on the map. Yeah, so technically you could go here at any point. Like, even from like the start of the game. But if you went here with your level below like 7, you'd be kind of boned because all the enemies would kill you in one hit. So, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Also, kind of an annoying dungeon to go through just in general because you only have like very limited view of your surrounding areas. Over here is a healing potion if you need it later, which I probably will, but I don't want to waste my healing potion I have right now. Hang on, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so somewhere around here should be timer ring. This is an interesting little item. If you have it equipped, it slows enemies down, which I'm going to use here because it makes getting these guys a lot easier, and a lot of them kind of hit hard, like really hard. So a timer ring's really handy for this part of the game. Silver armor's also pretty handy, obviously. It's the second best piece of armor in the game. Once again, there is still reason to get the third tier of armor, by the way. We'll see what that reason is later on, but for now, you know. Anyway, so we are going to be doing a little bit of like thorough exploration in here for now, but this isn't going to be like a full clear run just yet. Right now we're just going in here to get a few extra little items, and you know, then we're gonna leave and do another little objective first, and everything will be all fine and dandy. So yeah, those bridge sections, the mining pit sections, they're called. Those are actually safe zones, so you can sit there and restore your health if you so desire. These guys hit like a truck, by the way. They're a little less annoying than certain other kinds of enemies tend to be because they have like a pretty wide hitbox. But, you know, this is a way to progress. We're not going to go there just yet, for reasons I kind of just said. Let's equip this just because I'm going to need it soon, I feel. Oh. Speak of the devil. Right, over here is a silver harmonica. A very important item for us. I want to get that before we get too far in. Alright, and yeah, get that guy out of the way real quick. And over here... Not here. Oh wait, hang on. Oh. I gotta be careful in these, like, narrowish hallways. Yeah. Over here is the last item we're gonna need before we head out, but there's one more item I want to get real quick, because it's also on this floor, and I don't want to make too much of a detour for myself later. Yeah, something you might notice is I'm like kind of going out of my way to kill as many enemies as possible, and that's because we're pretty much going to need to be at the level cap if we want to have a chance against the boss of this dungeon. A little annoying, but what can you do? Alright, I'm going to save here. Just because, like, a big problem with the previous recording was I kind of fucked up and... Oh, hello. Yeah, I kind of fucked up and ended up dying with, like, a save point, like, 10 minutes behind where I had died, and I was like, no, I don't want to go through this run the rest of the way. So I didn't. And here we have the heal ring to show for it. Well, not to show for it, but you get what I mean. So, heal ring, name makes it kind of obvious what it does. Basically, it means you can heal literally anywhere Except for bosses, because again, the rings don't work in bosses. If you're using a heal ring in a safe zone, it'll actually speed up the healing process too, so hey, that's nice. So, back in town to Minia, because there's a couple things we want to do. First things first, I want to head on over here and buy a wing. And just so I have the slot open, a mirror too, why not? Mirrors, by the way, can be used 3 times until they go away. And they basically paralyze everything on screen. Or actually, I don't remember. Do they paralyze enemies or do they, Yeah, okay. I forgot if they paralyzed or just, like, did screen nuke stuff. I also want to... Actually, let's buy the shield first, because I think that's more expensive. Yeah, just slightly. Yeah, you do still want to buy all the equipment up to as good as you can, just because you're gonna... I don't want to spoil why, but you're going to need to do that later on if you don't want to be completely boned later. Anyway, something about silver harmonica, right? Well, actually, before we do that, let's just eat the seed. That's the obvious first step. And now, because Ray did say she was missing a silver harmonica, let's see if this is her harmonica. Yeah, indeed it is. What was it doing that deep in the mines? Right, so, one last thing. Just to get, like, a little extra cutscene. Just hand Rhea this little piece of paper, because that's a poem she wrote. Interesting enough. So, doing that doesn't, like, do anything super major, but it does give you a little extra cutscene here, if you so desire to see it. So, what did doing all that do, actually? Well, having now eaten a rotatory seed, and having played that song, you might have noticed some familiar trees in the background during that cutscene. Well, let's talk to one of them. This, by the way, is the one on the northwest side of the map. I'm not sure whether there's any, like, significance to which side you go to first, but I always go to this one first. I'm seeing a little bit of like what looks like crackling on Audacity right now. That's weird. Anyway, now we have the silver sword, so that's like the best set of equipment we can get at this point in the game. Hell yeah. So, all that, I think we're about ready to take on the rest of the dungeon. See y'all there. So, here we are. Back in the second, or I guess floor B1 of the abandoned mine. So, we're just going to be like, kind of looping around this opening little area here to get on over here. To where we need to go. I did, by the way, go and pick up that other healing potion, so just in case I need it, it's here. Here's a bird that's on fire. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. There we go, we're at level 9. That being said, I do still want to be at the level cap, which is 10, before we take on the boss of this dungeon, because yeah, this next boss is... I really don't like this next boss. This is... There's like 2 bosses in the game that are like really, really annoying. Like not even necessarily hard, just annoying. And the boss of this dungeon is one of them. Alright, so, let's go over here. Just want to, like, run into him once, and that, we can now get past him. Pretty easily, in fact. And get ourselves over here and get the Darm Key, which is the key we need for the boss door. I believe the only other items around here are just extra healing potions, so there's that. With any luck, we shouldn't need any of them, though. This way up here is just a way to another healing potion, so keep that in mind, I guess. See? Exactly as I said. I don't know if there's any other treasure chests around here, but I'm pretty sure whichever ones there are. Again, just have healing potions in them, so nothing we really need to worry about. I think should be kind of close to the boss door. So, yeah, I'm gonna take some time off screen to get myself up to level 10. Meet you guys when I'm done. There we go. Alright, so just gotta like wait a little bit to heal up the rest of the way, and then we'll be done, because we are at the level cap. Yes. So, how have you guys been? I'm doing about the same. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so no need for small talk. Let's just get on in to this boss area. Saving him real quick. Interesting little arena. Well, as I said earlier, the rings don't work in bosses, but whatever, I'm gonna equip the power ring anyway, just to be, I don't know, stupid. So this is vaguillon, if I'm pronouncing that right. He is kind of annoying, because basically he's a bunch of bats that kind of coalesce into a bigger bat. And you kind of have to trick them into, like, getting just close enough to each other where he just automatically transforms into the bigger bat form, where he will be vulnerable until he becomes not a big bat again. And also the window for, like, hitting him in this form is, like, really small. Yeah, on anything other than, like, the maximum level with all silver armor equipped, this fight is incredibly annoying. It's still annoying on, like, other difficulties, but at least it's doable with the silver armor and all that jazz. Come on, come on. The main thing is just really hard to tell when the bats are all close together enough to form the big boy. And also it's kind of frustrating because there's a lot of times where you'll swear you hit him, but it won't register because you hit him like just as soon as he started transforming back, I guess. That's what's happening. There we go. Alright, first try on that one. That's really nice for me. Right, so over here we have a Book of Ease, the last one we need before the point of no return. And over here you see an interesting little place. Not sure why this is here. Guess we'll just have to keep that in the back of our minds. Right, so, one thing I want to do real quick is head back to me now. And buy the last piece of equipment we have yet to receive. So this armor, I think? Yes. So, now we have our full set. Wrong button. Yep. Ain't that nice? Right, so now we have all 3 books. Let's head on over here and talk to Jebba some more. Oh, that's a hint for something we've already done. She's read Hadal, Tova, and Hadal and Tova before, so we don't necessarily need to have her read those, but whatever, I'll do it anyway, just for completion's sake. Right, so if I'm remembering correctly, we should now have done everything we needed to do to open the way to the Dharm Tower. So here's the Dharm Tower, the last dungeon in the game and a point of no return. If you have anything that you need to get done, well, I guess you should have got it done before heading in here. But for our purposes, this is where we're going to end things off for now. Next time, we'll be starting the last, I guess, 2 or 3 parts of Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. Or Ys 1, anyway, because we still got 2 to go after this. So, I will see you all for that. Later, everybody. Australia.